Okay, so today we're going to make a few changes to the dust collection system that we put in. We had another video on that, I believe, back a while ago. And yes, that's my sign. You're being recorded. I do have security in my shop. Anyways, this dust collector with the gates that are on here, open and close, of course, blast gates. And they work fairly well until you actually start using them. And then they don't close all the way. So when you put it down, that's supposed to be nice and tight, but as you do it, these things start opening up and allowing the air to flow to equipment that's not needing it. So I'm going to try a little trick. I'm going to build a box, not conventional like you buy at the store. I'm going to try to put it in there. So the first step was, had to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. I'm going to build like a header for it. So we'll be bringing the existing header pipe down. It's going to go into a box. This box will have a split in it, and it'll go to the two different pieces of equipment, the chop saw and the radial arm saw. Take the place of that. So what I've done is I've started out, I've taken a board, and I've cut two holes in it. These two holes will actually be able to take the two pipes and bring them down. So this will be the bottom of it. And then I have to have a gate of some form, so I found that I have this piece of wood here, which is actually a piece of laminate flooring. So it's very smooth, very hard, and it's very slick. So I think that with that sitting over this, we'll be able to slide this back and forth to line up with each of the pieces of equipment, and then go beyond it, we'll clear it and block it off. So I've cut the holes in those, and I've got that set up there. And we'll be good to go that way. So off of that, what I'm going to do is I've purchased a coupler that fits the black hose that we have here. So this coupler will actually fit into these holes, like so. But I'm going to take this, because I don't need the whole coupler. Really all I need is the portion of it that the hose is going to fit on. So I'm going to cut this in half, and then we will glue each of these two halves into the openings with some silicone or whatever, and that should seal off. Then we can take our hoses and hook them directly to this and go to our pieces of equipment. So I've got that much started, and now what we're going to do is build the box to go around this to enclose it, and then have a pipe to come in the top. So to do that, I have started a small box, and I've got it glued up over here. I think gluing it up will have less chances of leakage. As you can see, the bottom of it will be attached here, and then the slide gate actually is going to ride along this surface. So that's what we've got so far. I'm going to continue building the box, and we'll see how it goes from there. All right, so now we're going to see how it all goes together. We put a plexiglass front on it. You can see the one port in here. We have silicone sealed around each of the fittings. So this will be the suction side, and then our tools will connect up down on the bottom side. Our slide gate will slide in. We've got just a couple screws on the end of it. That'll keep it from pulling all the way through. But as this sets up in place, we'll be able to, let me set this someplace where it won't move around so much. Right here. This gate will, oops, I'm still catching on something, aren't I? That gate slides over to the next one. And then if you want to shut it off completely, of course this will be stabilized when I put it in place. It does that, and of course any dust or anything will drop off the edge and be self-cleaning. So it's a fairly stiff setup. So this, of course, is going to go in place of that setup. So we'll go ahead and hook that up next and see how it works. See if I manage to make something usable, but I think it looks pretty good. Let's see how it works. Okay, I've now got it mounted in place, and we're going to, let's see how it works. For my dust collector, I don't have any automatic switches. What I have is a remote control, and when I punch that, it actually has over at my dust collector, I don't know if I had this on here before or not, there's a little adapter that you can plug in right here, which plugs from your dust collector into that, and then the remote control you carry with you starts up your collector. And so that's the way we run ours. We click it and on it goes. We can do that any place in the shop. So the first thing we need to do is to set mine up, and we're going to use this one. That sounded like it worked pretty good. We're going to go ahead and run our radial arm saw, and let's see how much, if we can see the dust coming through it or not. That looked pretty effective to me. And then after we get done with that one, we'll take the same 2x4. We'll bring it over here and set it up on the chop saw. And we adjust this to the next port. So it's ready. It stops right there. And now we'll run the chop saw. See if we can see anything coming through this side. Looks like it pretty well keeps the box clean too. Now we'll have to, I don't know if I've got some, I have a little bit of sawdust here. We'll see how that works. It's in my box. We'll let that suck through, see. Oh yeah, that cleans up nicely. I think it's a success. And then when we're done, we just push it all the way. It sounds like it seals off better than any of my other ones, so I'm happy with it. I think we'll maybe build another one for our other tools around. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it.